Good morning, y'all. I know I'm going to get to work on time, but that's the problem because I normally try to be there at least 20, 30 minutes early. 20 at the least. Guess what time I freaking woke up this morning? I woke up at 9:38. Guess what time I was supposed to be up this morning? Or at least be out of the house. I was supposed to be out of the house by 9:45. My OOTD is inspired by my godmommy. When I went to her house yesterday, she had on a skirt similar to this pattern, striped skirt. I think it was like beige and blue. She's so stylish. That color, and then she had on a dark blue denim button-up. It was so cute. So I stole her idea because I didn't feel like thinking of what to wear this morning. That was just pretty easy. I went to her house yesterday because she has a photo shoot today, which I may peek in on. She's doing some lifestyle shots. She needed me to come over and help her with some posing ideas. I need to get back in the gym, y'all. I need to get on it. Days where I get sick, I just feel like they push me back, but it's fine because I look at it as a challenge. It's just like, are you going to keep going or are you going to give up? Aries, we love a challenge. We like getting stuff done. We like checking things off our to-do list. We like to feel accomplished. I don't know if all that was Aries, but that was me. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here and try to have a safe drive to work. I hope you guys are doing fantastic, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the vlog. Talk to you later. So I just left out my old job, one of their locations, and it's kind of strange how they let me go. Like, I was working through the company. I was working for the company through a temp agency, and eventually they were supposed to hire me permanently. Eventually. But long story short, they cut me off with no explanation. Long story short, the lady who got me the job through the temp service, who was amazing, she told me that they sang my praises all the time, like would always give me positive praise reports. So she said even it came as a shock to her when they told her that my contract was going to expire soon. So God is amazing, y'all. Let me tell you, first of all, the day that they gave me that was supposed to be my last day, the following day after that, I had a new job, permanent position, or I still was working through the temp service, but I got hired permanently like 2 months later through the same company. But pretty much my last day at the first job was followed by my very first day at my new job. So I didn't even have a lapse where I didn't have a job or anything like that. So God worked that thing totally out. Like, one of my bosses that left the company that I'm just leaving from, this place that I just left out of, she also left the company as well. So I got quote unquote fired or let go. She actually was offered a position with the company that I work for now. She heard about what happened to me. She was like, oh, send her right over here. I pretty much had a job. Like, I still went through 2 to 3 different interviews like everybody else did, but I had a job pretty much. So God is great, man. As long as you continue to operate in your purpose, you are kind to people, you're professional, and you make great first impressions, and you just keep on making good impressions after that, you'll be fine. Like, he gonna work it out. So that's my little testimony on that. But I just left out of the job, and it was a black girl there that was sitting down. Stands up and she greets me because she doesn't know that I work for anybody. I do have on my badge, but I don't think she saw that. So she greets me. She said, hey, what brought you by today? I was like, oh, I actually work for X, Y, and Z company. I'm just stopping by to check you guys out and see what your product looks like, and, you know, to introduce myself. And I already knew, she's the assistant, but I already know the guy that works there full time. She was there covering for him. So he knew that I'm right up the street and we're competing in the same neighborhood or whatever. But I guess she didn't know. I also wouldn't know her because when I was working for the company, she wasn't there. But she was like, oh, I've heard a lot about you. I'm like, oh, I hope it's good things. And she just goes, oh, yeah, you know, whatever. So apparently it was indifferent things or maybe bad things. I don't know what they could have said bad about me because I was to myself the same way I am now and did my job. So why is my name still ringing bells? I guess it's a distinct name, which I get, but it's like, I just don't like the drama in workplaces. And I don't like people being awkward. Like, I don't even know this girl from Adam and Eve. She was just being so fake and acting super awkward around me. Like, girl, chill. I'm not coming here on any pretenses or anything like that. Like, I work next door to you. We sell in the same community. I need to see what your product looks like. And eventually we're going to have to talk. Like, every single month we do this thing where we, you know, call our competitors and ask direct information. We ask about sales information. So they have to give us, you know, how many sales they made. We have to talk pretty much. So it's, you know, best for you to just create, you know, good relationships with people, which is why you, on your slower days or at the end of your day, you go and you stop by and introduce yourself, hence why I was there today in the first place. So I'm just wondering, like, what, you know, could have been said about me. And maybe it was just, oh, you know, she got let go. But if there's a reason floating around, y'all could at least tell me that. But anyway, hey, I don't mind my name ringing bells. At the end of the day, I'm one of those people, what you, and not even in a professional sense, I'm just talking about a personal sense at this point. Like, whatever Soleil you met is the Soleil that you wanted to meet. So pretty much how I treat you is based off your attitude towards me. Now, I have grown, and, you know, I think I'm much more consistent as far as how I deal with people. No. I'm more consistent with how I treat people. I think I just kind of deal with people a little bit differently. I heard this in a show recently. Micah, the comedian, he was saying the way I deal with you is based off you. The way I treat you is based off me. So I can actually agree with that. That actually stuck with me. Because I don't let people get me out my square as easily anymore. You know what I mean? But in a professional sense, I'm just wondering, like, what the hell could they have ever said, you know? But whatever, that's my day, y'all. I'm actually pulling up back to my model, where I belong, my neck of the woods, where I'm wanted. I'm about to close out for the day and go to the gym. Where chicks would wear this to. I think my mama raised me too good for stuff that they sell in the stores. I ain't got no titties. Number one, they trying to pop out. I might have some shorts on. I'm washing clothes, so nothing's clean. But yeah, Gonna laugh at me, but I don't care. I had to put some clothes on. But this still keep trying to come down. Like, what if a girl had bigger boobs than me? Like, what's really good? Okay. I also wanted to show you guys a package I got in the mail. Hold on one second. Anointing oil. I forgot what oils are in it. I have to get on the website. But these are actually products that I received from Ancient Ways Herb Store. Go shop on their herb store. This is a brother that has a store online store. He's based in Richmond, but has an online store versus his other store called Box Brown Imports. That was another store he had. But he has that product, and then I got these soaps. They're much bigger. They're like, they cover the palm of my hand, which I have pretty big hands to be my size. Thought they were going to be smaller, so that's why I got two. But this one was milk and oats, I believe that said. Lemongrass and tea tree is made of charcoal, and then this is the super detox. If I didn't know him, I would be skeptical about this packaging, but I know the guy. He's a sweet, sweet guy. I know exactly what's in here. So I have the super detox, which he recommends that anybody who orders any type of detox he sells on his website to go with this detox. It has burdock, pau d'arco, I don't know what that is, watercress, rhubarb, slippery elm, which I use this already for my stomach whenever I have cramps, golden seal, cat's claw, chaparral. I think that's how you say it. But this is what this cleanse does. If you order any of these other ones, which I'll show you guys what he has to offer, he recommends that you start with this one. So I'm going to do another one after this and keep you guys up to date. But let me show you the slippery elm that I already used. So this is the product that I use. I've actually had this a while, so it's going to last you a good little while. But it is called Slippery Elm Bark. It's the loose tea. I got it from iHerb. But as you can see, A Legacy for Life, I also have their, I think this is the same brand. It looks like that same logo. But I also use their rose water. Let me go check and see if that's actually the same thing. But I got all my, y'all know about this holistic life. All of these freaking teas are godsend. This here, the roasted dandelion root, oh my God. This is like a godsend for me. Anytime I feel like I'm about to get sick of any kind, if I just need, I don't know, something to give me total health. If my throat hurt, I drink this. If I feel like I'm about to have a cold, if I'm just not feeling well, boom, boom, boom. Chamomile helps you to sleep. It calms you. Fennel is great for stomach cramps. I use this for the same thing I use this for. I mean, like, I'm not talking about period cramps. I mean, it may help with that as well. I've also heard raspberry tea helps with that. But I'm talking about spasms. This here, it'll change your life. Elderberry tea. Anytime you see elderberry in anything, guys, it is thebombdiggity.com. So I love their tea as well. Ginger, I just love the way that this tastes. But you guys know that this is also good for, supposedly, some people say it's good for stomach. I don't use it for that purpose. I just love the way it tastes and for total health as well. Peppermint is also supposed to be good for stomachs. I have had this before, but I didn't use it for that purpose. I just, you know, had peppermint tea. But since I'm here, I mean, Date Sugar by the Date Lady. I did not like the texture of this, and I have not used it since I used it the first time. But I mean, it's supposed to be a sweetener. I use it for my teas. But now I use raw honey. Anywhere you live, just pick up the honey local to where you live and sweeten your tea like that. This is my thickener. Instead of using like flour or anything like that, I use coconut flour. I don't use that much because I really don't cook with a lot of flour. These things back here I need to freaking use. I got some black rice, amaranth. I was going to make that like oatmeal, but I haven't used it. Oh, I've been looking for these. This is also good for your stomach. This is slippery elm lozenges, however you say that. Would you just pop this in your mouth? It's supposed to be good for your breath. I don't know. I don't use it for that, but maybe I should pop one in now. My stomach does feel a little funny. But it looks like that. It tastes great. I've had the tangerine kind. This is the cherry kind. But these are the exact same thing. I've been looking for these. Beet chips. They were actually a little too salty. But these are good. If you don't like beets, don't get them. They're very rich. These are also very yummy if you want a healthy snack. Almond butter. I need to throw this out. It's been sitting out. But I just got some cashew butter. And I'm going to try it as well. So let me get out of here and go to the gym, y'all. Good talking to you. I didn't know all this stuff was on this counter, but it's good because I mean, this is the way I eat. But since this is out, this is also spelt bread, which is great. It's on the alkaline list. I keep it in my freezer so it lasts long, and just take a couple out when I need it. I actually cooked some gourmet turkey burgers last night, so I'm gonna have leftovers. So this is for that when I come back. All right, y'all. Peace. Funny story to tell you guys. I was on my way to work. On time. Stopped because I felt some wiggling on my car, and I have a flat tire. So I'm over here trying to freaking pump some air back into it. They have free air at Wawa, and it wasn't going up. This guy came over with his son, and he's helping me change my tire. But I'll tell y'all what happens. Pretty cool.
Check the air in this too, just make sure it don't.
Before we pull off. Okay. I have 3 real tires and a donut on my car right now, but I'm blessed and grateful. This is just slowing me down this morning. Like, I can't go past 50 miles per hour. I'm at like 40 right now getting on the highway. I know this is dangerous, guys, but I have
a quarter mile.
Everything
keep left to continue toward Virginia 288.
I was driving without being on the camera. I never have my hand on the gear shift. I'm always driving with one hand, and I'm looking at the road, so I think all is well. Yeah,
keep left.
I felt my car for like the last 2 or 3 days. It was feeling a little wobbly, but I'm like, they sold me a lemon, girl. That's what I thought. Not a lemon, but I was like, maybe something's wrong with the car that just needs to be maintained. I'll go get it looked at this weekend because I need to get my oil changed anyways. But come to find out, it was my tire. And I'm so glad that I'm not one of those people that rides with my music blasting all the time, like I had it up, but I could still sense that something was wrong with the car. So I turned down the music, and I'm like, oh, this is getting louder, and the car is starting to shake, like it doesn't even sound the same anymore. So I paid attention
Continue
to that,
on Virginia
and thank
288
God
for
I was
13
right
miles.
in an area where if I hadn't worked for this company, I would not know anything about this area because I have no business out here. But I knew that there was a mall and a Wawa, like all these other stores, restaurants and stuff coming right up at the exit where my senses kicked in. So I stopped there and I went to the Wawa, and I didn't even realize it was free air. Like I pulled up to the air thing and it definitely said free air on it. But since I'm just like in survival mode, I'm like, okay, let me go in the store, get some money out the ATM because I don't have any quarters in the car. But then I opened my wallet and I noticed that I had a couple ones in it. So I'm like, thank you, Lord. So I went to the lady to get some change, and she goes, oh, it's free. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go out there and I'm trying to put air in the freaking tire, but they're free air. It's good. It's like one of those tire pressure machines. Like you can set it to whatever tire pressure is recommended for your tires. And, it'll tell you when to stop pumping the air, but it comes out in spurts. I think it did like 5 or 6 spurts off and on, and then you have to go and press the button again and start it over. So that was annoying. So I did that for like 3 tries, and I realized like this tire is not getting any air in it. So this guy, I look up, he's coming over, he's smiling, and at this point I'm just like, thank you, So he's walking up and he goes, everything okay? I'm like, I think so. I'm just trying to put some air in this tire. He said, is it going anywhere? I said, I don't know. I'm just at the point where I'm just gonna keep trying if it, to see what happens. He was like, he put his hand behind my tire as we were talking. I think I forgot what it's called, the things inside the tire, the little metal things or whatever, they scraped his hand. So he was like, oh yeah, this is blown out. So he asked me, did I have a spare? And I pulled out my spare. Thank you, God, I had a spare. I need to get another one after this. Or just put it back in the car, I guess. Is that how that works? I don't know. But he changed my spare for me, man. Everything was in the car. I didn't realize I had a jack, but I had a jack in the car already on top of the tire. He changed it. It was just so sweet. He had his son with him, and I'm just thankful that I was in a public place and that the person who stopped me was truly an angel, and he's a believer as well. And it was perfect. It was so perfect. And I thank God, just for keeping me. And I just thank God for being connected. I had a thought last night. I was looking at some old Facebook memories, and I remember just how outgoing I was and how I was, able to connect with almost anybody anywhere for the most part. I'm talking about strangers. And it was a picture of me and this white guy, and I was at a it's a flower vendor downtown, well, not downtown, but in Carytown where I live. And it was just this old white guy. He and I were just laughing up a ball. I don't even know what we were laughing at, but somebody took a picture of us. He gave me a flower, and he was just like, man, this feels awesome. Like Dr. Martin Luther King would just, be elated, to see this moment right now. I said, man, that's awesome. So I saw that memory pop up or whatever, and I just remember, like, I used to be so outgoing and talk to and connect to strangers. And God reminded me, even though I'm not as trusting of people anymore, just because times have changed and things that I've been through, I'm still connected, and He will always provide whatever I need, man. I'm emotional, getting teary-eyed about it, but I need that reminder. And God is so real. If you haven't experienced Him, just tap in. He's not mad at you. He's not forsaking you. He's always been there. And I think most people know it. But things are different when you're like connected. You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful, man. I am just so grateful. So let me tell you guys the other awesome part of this story. So, just making small talk. That's one thing with my job. Like you have to be able to connect with people. So I'm just using my same skills that I do when I'm working, and talking to them so it's not quiet and awkward. Hey, how are you today? How's your day? Where were you guys going? And what do you do? Come to find out, he's in school about to get his bachelor's in something involving construction. But at my job, we are in need of project managers. And I know he would be a good fit. He got the truck already. He has a personality. He's, he showed what type of person he was today just by stopping a black girl in freaking Midlothian, okay? That area is not always welcoming of everybody, I should say. So I think he would be a great fit. So I got his information. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like he asked me, he literally said the words project manager out of his mouth when I told him what I did and who I worked for. He was like, are you guys looking for any project managers? I said, well, I know that we were in great need, and I feel like we'll always be in great need of great project managers who are already in the industry, who want the work, that are not afraid of the work. So I said, last time I checked, yeah, we were in need. I'm just praying to God that, once I pass this information along, that they will reach out to him and he'll start day after his graduation. He said he graduates mid-September. So I just thank God. I'm elated right now. Like I have a peace over me, and I'm so thankful to be in this place. Oh my God, I'm about to get emotional again. Because everything's already taken care of, literally in every aspect in this situation and in my life, period. And I've always operated that way, even when my faith wasn't as strong, even when I didn't really feel like I had a reason to rely on God as much. But literally, he will put you in situations sometimes to show you, like, girl, everything's okay. And even when things seem like they're not okay, they are okay. Like, I'm just thankful that there are still good people in the world that still move when God says move. There was a butterfly that just went past my car just now. I don't know. I'm good, and y'all are gonna be good too. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this story touched you, and I really hope that it inspires you and lets you know that there are still great people in the world. There are still believers in the world, and that God got you, regardless of what you believe in. Stay connected. So.